What's your best, not on my watch moment? I was working the evening shift at Rosewood Elementary when I noticed something off about 8-year-old Indy. She'd been my favorite student since September. Bright, curious, always the first to raise her hand. But lately she'd been different, quieter, more careful. That Tuesday, she stayed after class organizing already perfect supplies. When I asked if someone was picking her up, she shrugged. Braylon's coming, she said, naming her teenage stepbrother. He always picks me up now. Something in her voice made my stomach twist. 20 minutes later, a lanky 17-year-old appeared in my doorway. Braylon had the kind of smile that didn't reach his eyes and the confidence of someone who'd never been told no. "Ready, little sister," he said, but the way he looked at her made my skin crawl. Indy grabbed her backpack, suddenly urgent to leave, but I caught the flinch when he put his hand on her shoulder, the way she went rigid. "Actually," I said, standing up, "I need Indy to help me with something. Can you wait outside?" Braylon's smile faltered. Her mom said I should walk her home immediately. "It'll just take a minute," I insisted, moving closer to Indy. He hesitated, then shrugged. "Whatever, 5 minutes." After he left, I knelt beside Indy's desk. "Sweetie, is everything okay at home?" She stared at her hands. "Yeah, Indy, look at me." When she did, I saw fear. "Has Braylon ever done anything that made you uncomfortable?" Her eyes filled with tears. "He said no one would believe me, that I'm just a kid and he's practically family." My blood went cold. "What did he say no one would believe? The game?" She whispered. "The secret game we play when mom works late." I'd been teaching for 12 years. I knew exactly what that meant. "Indy, you're very brave for telling me. Can you be brave a little longer?" She nodded. I called the main office while texting my sister who worked for CPS. Then I walked to the doorway where Braylon was leaning against the wall, scrolling his phone. "Change of plans," I said. "Indy's mom called. She's picking her up herself." His face darkened. "That's not what we arranged." "Well, that's what's happening." "Look, lady, Miss Rodriguez," I corrected, "and you need to leave. Now. You can't keep me from my sister." "Actually, I can. School property, school rules." For a moment, I thought he might try to push past me. Instead, he stepped closer, trying to intimidate me with his height. "You don't know what you're messing with," he said quietly. "Neither do you," I replied, not backing down. "But you're about to find out." He left, but not before shooting Indy a look that made her shrink behind me. 30 minutes later, my sister arrived with 2 officers. They interviewed Indy gently while I provided my statement. The investigation that followed uncovered months of abuse that Indy had been too scared to report. Braylon was arrested the next day. During the trial, his defense attorney tried to paint me as an overreaching teacher who'd misinterpreted innocent family dynamics, but Indy's testimony was clear and devastating. The jury took less than 2 hours to convict. At sentencing, Braylon's mother screamed at me in the hallway. "You destroyed our family over a child's imagination." "No," I said calmly. "I protected a child. There's a difference." 6 months later, Indy was back to raising her hand first, telling elaborate stories and staying after class because she wanted to, not because she was afraid to go home. Her new foster family adopted her last spring. She sent me a drawing of her new bedroom, complete with a lock on the door. On the back, she'd written, "Thank you for believing me, Miss Rodriguez. You saved my life." Some moments define who you are. That Tuesday afternoon defined who I refused to let her become.